All right. You're saying it can be edited, but a quick word from Dinesh Rao, forensic expert. Dr. Dinesh, without a CCTV footage, 3 days later, Swati Maliwal files a complaint, and then the 4th day she goes in for a medical test. Do you think in that window of the time when the assault happened to the time she's actually gone for a medical checkup, a lot could have happened? This is what AAP says. If she really was in trauma, if she really was in pain, she could have rushed to the doctors immediately, gotten a medical checkup done, filed a complaint right then. What led her to wait for these number of days? How does a slight gap from the day of the crime to the day that she's actually filed that case actually change things in the course of the investigation?
Nabila, the most important thing is now there are allegations of an assault, and this assault has been corroborated when examination has been done by the AIIMS hospital. The injuries sustained on the body and the age of the injuries will corroborate with the time of allegations and with the assault occurred. That is one very good medical legal evidence. And beside this, your point that why she didn't immediately go to the hospital, the possibility is some of the soft tissue injuries or the muscular injuries or the internal injuries
show up a little later.
Usually, yes, that is the possibility. And other thing is, in compared to the evidences concerned, see, one, the statement given by the victim itself corroborating with the type of injuries present on the body. So that is one. And second is the statement given by the party persons who in the beginning, that is another very good evidence. And thirdly, if the once examination of the DVR or the CCTV or the telephones, this particular, if there is a formatting or if there is some tampering, that definitely can be easily made out. That clearly confirms further the crime.
So if at all...
And fourthly, even the number of persons present at the scene of crime, the type of the call dumping, that number of mobiles active on that particular area, that also gives the number of people or the type of people who are present. So all these are the good evidences for the investigations, and definitely
now,
I think
AIIMS,
the crime is concerned.
Medical test for Swati Maliwal says that she has a bruise or an injury below her
Correct.
eye on the right cheek and on her left leg.
Yes,
so
that's
a confirmation that's been...
in the statement of the victim. Yeah.
Okay, so it does corroborate the victim's statement then. So it really helps take the case forward, maybe in favor of Swati Maliwal, the bruises that AIIMS has confirmed in their medical check report. Now,
yes, one thing I just wanted to point out is in the report, I think the age of the injury would have been more specific, and that I didn't find. I think that will be a future area of question in the coming days. But definitely age of injury would have been mentioned, yeah.
Interesting. Tuhin Sinha, a quick word from you as we see that Aam Aadmi Party, including Arvind Kejriwal himself, a show of strength it was, today walked up to the BJP office in Delhi claiming if you want to arrest us all. Why only Bibhav?
Well, Nabila, the entire country is appalled at the absolute shamelessness of the Aam Aadmi Party. This assault on Swati Maliwal has been corroborated, one, by the medical examination, two, by Sanjay Singh, their sitting Rajya Sabha member. Now the victim shaming of Swati Maliwal, a Rajya Sabha member, imagine they don't trust Sanjay Singh, who made that statement. They don't trust Swati Maliwal, two Rajya Sabha members. They only trust the PA of Arvind Kejriwal. This by itself shows the kind of shady deals that goes into appointment of the Rajya Sabha members. That's point number one. Now, I'm surprised, I'm amused at Arvind Kejriwal's political protest today. The person assaulted is an Aam Aadmi Party Rajya Sabha member. The person who has assaulted her is the PA of the Aam Aadmi Party CM. The venue of the attack is the residence of the CM of the Aam Aadmi Party. So where does BJP come into the picture? This shows this is a party of urban Naxals. They don't have any faith in the judiciary. They don't trust the police. And the worst part is that this is coming from an IIT educated CM. This is the way they hoodwink the country, which probably shows that, the violence inside Arvind Kejriwal's house is a very normal thing. You will recall that in 2018, an ex-chief secretary of the Delhi government had been similarly assaulted. If these high-profile cases are being normalized, you can imagine maybe, normal people may be assaulted any which way.
All right, to speak of larger issues, the BJP faces criticism of staying mum on several sexual assault allegations against your own netas. At this point, Prajwal Revanda, your ally in Karnataka, the JDS is still absconding. There hasn't been a real outrage on that.
But you should ask the Karnataka state government.
That said,
you should ask the Karnataka
they're also the BJP's ally. But that said, speaking specifically of this case, all right, Preeti Menon, to bring you in on this, this has happened in Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's residence. It's not as if it's happened in a park or any other place. It's a highly secured zone. Was Kejriwal inside the house? Do we know for certain if Kejriwal was there? Because Swati Maliwal says he was.
I'm not aware whether Arvind Kejriwal was inside the house or not. But like you've been repeatedly saying, this happened inside Arvind Kejriwal's house. I mean, it would be preposterous to think that we are so stupid that inside our CM's residence, we would do something so absurd. So this absurdity is not being echoed by anybody in the population except on TV channels by BJP spokespersons. Now, when he says that you normalize sexual assault, well, normalization of sexual assault is done when normal people are affected, when a confirmed video is available of somebody who's committed more than 3,000 rapes, is led to go out on a diplomatic passport. The passport is not cancelled because Modi ji has stood on a platform and asked for votes for Prajwal Revanda. There is an assault case against the governor of West Bengal.
But to come back on the point, we hardly have 2 minutes. I'm sorry, Preeti Menon. We hardly have 2 minutes. To come back on the point, are you really sidelining your own MP? Are you really sidelining your own MP? Are you not? Are none of the women in the Aam Aadmi Party at this point supporting the version of Swati Maliwal? Can I ask you blatantly?
Yes. This is not about men and women. This is about a person who is in our party, was in our party, has now been won over by the BJP. And that's a common...
She's been won over by the BJP, but where is BJP in the dynamics here? It's very odd to suggest that the BJP could be behind this.
Eventually went to the BJP, how Eknath Shinde eventually went to the BJP. BJP breaks parties, they break families.
Oh, but it's a very unbelievable story, Preeti. As much as you say that Swati Maliwal's story is not believable, what version you're presenting...
BJP attacks leaders of opposition parties and makes them go against their own party.
But this is not diluting the case. What you're saying that the BJP has been behind this, etc. It sounds very odd in the first place. More importantly, it's an assault case. It's an assault case. There's nothing political around it. And Swati Maliwal herself has come out to ask. Maliwal has requested BJP not to politicize the issue.
Respond to this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, please.
The only reason this Aam Aadmi Party wants to drag the BJP, the only reason it wants to drag the BJP is that it will otherwise have to explain the shady equation between Kejriwal and Maliwal. Was she qualified to be the Delhi Council of the DCW women chairman from 2015? She was not. Was she qualified to be a Rajya Sabha member? She was not. And today they are blaming that the BJP... Shame on this party.
Yeah, Preeti, I'll wrap with you. I'll wrap with Preeti on that. I'm sorry, I have hardly any time. Preeti?
Shame on the BJP who may have once said that Ashok Chavan qualified to not be the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, but now he's their Rajya Sabha MP. Shame on them for saying that Ajit Pawar, who committed 70,000 crores worth of scam, was not qualified to be a Deputy Chief Minister, and now he's their Deputy Chief Minister. So I think the BJP has this habit of calling people unqualified.
The tutu meme should end. Let's just hope the case and the focus on this assault case is kept apt. We're hoping that if Swati Maliwal indeed has been assaulted, then she finds justice.